Rosa dashed from the entrance hall to the rose garden. And then there's a child with an umbrella. When she opened the door, the wind that hit her was too strong to be called a light breeze, and told her that the typhoon was approaching faster than she thought. Just as Kyrie had said, the wind was mixed in with small droplets of rain. There was a low rumble of thunder. It could start raining any time. At least she got to the rose garden before it started downpouring. That's what happened last time. She headed for the place where she had scolded Maria a short while ago. It was almost lunchtime. The children had been told to come to the mansion around lunchtime, so they were probably in the guest house waiting to be called. Even if Maria didn't come to them, they would surely think I took her to the mansion with me, and wouldn't worry too much. Yup. After all, she had been her mother, so there should have been no reason to worry. I was here, and I abandoned my daughter to the worsening weather. You sure did. I was right. She was still standing stock still, exactly the same way she had been in the place where I had scolded her. Held in her hand was the candy that I'd bought, given her, and then stepped on and crushed. With that gripped in her hand, she stood there as the powerful winds whipped her hair about, tormenting her. You don't deserve forgiveness.
Mama, おかえり。マリア、ママが帰ってくるのずっと待ってた。怖い魔女につねられたけど、我慢してママが帰ってくるの泣かずに待ってた。マリア、ママを許して。
No, don't forgive your mama. Kill her.
ママは悪くないの。
Oh yes, she did.
また悪い魔女に取りつかれただけなの。
Yeah, well, guess what? If she's dead, she can't be possessed by shit now, can she?
だから平気。ママ大好き。
You shouldn't.
愛してる。
You shouldn't. Okay, all that whimpering did not sound like a ah. I think that one's subtitled a bit incorrectly, but okay. Are you though? I don't think you are, because you keep doing it. Definitely don't do that. Rosa buried her face in Maria's small chest, crying and begging forgiveness. And once again, those tears dripped down after who knows how many times. If only the brilliant sun had been shining on the two of them, all of their cares would have been evaporated, and it might have felt like they could begin anew. However, what surrounded the two of them was the worsening weather. Sadly, there were only fierce winds with occasional thunder. The sound of Maria sniffling brought Rosa to her senses. If Maria stood exposed to the wind for too long, she'd probably catch a cold.
Maria, もうすぐお昼よ。ママと一緒にお屋敷に行きましょう。行かない。どうして？
Rosa thought she'd already received Maria's forgiveness, so she hadn't imagined Maria would refuse. The expression on Maria's face didn't look like that of a child resisting her mother. So Rosa couldn't understand why Maria wanted to stand still, pointlessly, as the weather grew even worse. Maria answered that question. She's waiting for Beatrice. Yep. I was gonna say, cause yeah, last time, it was once the rain started pouring down that Beatrice showed up, gave her the umbrella and the letter. If she leaves now, how's she gonna get the letter? Rosa struggled to find words for a moment, then fell silent. They'd only just managed to make up, after all. She chose her words carefully, trying to get Maria to come with her to the mansion without denying the witch outright.
ベアトリーチェが来るの？ならここじゃなくてお屋敷の中で待ちましょう。いつまでもこんな風の中にいたら風邪をひいてしまうわ。
来る！ベアトリーチェは来る！
Yeah, cool. She'll come. Tell her to come to the mansion.
そしたらね、ベアトリーチェにね、お菓子あげるの。
Oh. Oh.
トリックオアトリートするの。ジャック・オーランタンのマシュマロお菓子あげてハッピーハロウィンって言うの。
Maria pulled yet another sweet out of her handbag, moaning, Rosa was bewildered and didn't know what to do, as Maria started being difficult again. At that time, there was a sudden blast of thunder. It was probably a sign that this island had been sealed off by the storm, detached from common sense and reality. So after this moment, all common sense would probably cease to apply. Thanks, game. I love the game's like, anyway, the storm's here, which means shit's about to get crazy, just so you're aware, reader. The wind blew even stronger amidst that blizzard of scattered rose petals. A figure appeared, leaving Rosa unable to imagine that this was a scene from reality. It was probably, no, definitely, fantastical. After all, that shadow of a person was... Oh! Nice outfit. Okay. Okay, interesting. So now everyone... Okay, so a lot more people are going to see Beatrice. Like, you know, from the episode description, like it said, like, oh, the witch is going full force from the beginning. But now she's just showing up in front of everyone now. Canon saw her, Canon and Shannon, fucking... Now Rose is seeing her. Okay, okay, interesting. And let me guess, Rose is gonna try to go to the others, but like, no, there's another person here. You guys gotta believe me. And they're like, shut the fuck up. They're totally gonna toss her aside, as they should, because fuck Rosa. But also, Maria dashed over to the shadow. Normally, Rosa would scold her daughter if she dashed over to someone whom she hadn't seen before and didn't know. But Rosa forgot to do that and was unable to do anything but stand there stunned.
久しぶりよ。元気であったか？
Aside from my mother beating the shit out of me, yeah, I've been great.
魔女は風邪をひかない。
魔女は呪いにて風邪をひかせはするが、自らがひいてはなんとも間抜けな話よ。せいぜい自らが風邪をひくことなどないよ。これからも精進するがいい。
She patted Maria's head as she said this, smiling roguishly. Rosa couldn't have known the name of the woman who was happily spoiling Maria. However, Maria had called it out in the beginning when the woman had appeared. So even though Rosa had never met her, even though that woman still hadn't introduced herself, Rosa was able to know her name. However, that name held a special meaning on Rokkenjima and in the Ushiromiya family. There's no way something that stupid could be.
Beatrice! Happy Halloween! ほら、買ったの。ベアトにもあげる。
ハッピーハロウィン。ほう、これをわらわにとな。天国にも地獄にも行けず、煉獄の闇にてさまよう男の唯一の明かりも、こうして歌手となれば実に可愛らしいことよ。
Fuck, is that the origin of a jack-o'-lantern? Actually, fuck, that is something like that, isn't it? I forget the actual origins of a jack-o'-lantern or whatever. There's some kind of like fairy tale around jack-o'-lanterns. But yeah, that actually is something, isn't it? That is an actual story. I don't remember it very well though.
人の世とも人ならざる者との世とも切り離された今のこの島で、これほどふさわしい歌詞はないかもしれぬな。ん？マリア、それはどうしたのか？
Uh-oh, here we go. I was waiting for this. Beatrice would notice that the fucking candy that Maria had was fucking crushed to shit. And of course, Maria is Beatrice's little homie. So she'd be like, whoa, whoa, what happened there? And she's like, oh, you know, my mama stomped the crap out of my candy. She's an asshole. Of course, Beatrice is gonna be like, oh, she did. Oh, she did, huh? Let's show this bitch a lesson, huh? The witch noticed the sweet Maria was grasping. It was Maria's candy, which had been stomped on by Rosa until it reached this pitiful state.
おお、踏んづけて潰れちゃった。ベアとは元に戻せる？
Maria didn't go so far as to say that it was her mother who stepped on it. However, for some reason, when the witch saw that candy, she looked at Rosa and grinned. A chill went down Rosa's spine, as though this gaze was staring straight through her. Yeah, yeah. Feel terrified, you worthless sack of shit.
たやすいことよ。かすがよ。
Maria held the candy out gleefully. Rosa could do nothing but watch, stunned. How did this person plan to trick Maria, somehow undoing the fact that the candy had been pitifully trampled? Maria looked as though she believed it could be fixed good as new. Without real magic, there was no way such a thing could be possible.
これは見事に潰れ
It
て
is
いる
quite
わ。
crushed, isn't it? Whoever did this must have been a real fucking asshole.
さあさあマリア、目を閉じて思い出してごらんなさい。本当はあんなにも素敵なお菓子だったから、思い出の中のお菓子はいつもふっくら。だからあなたも思い出してごらんなさい。本当はどんなお菓子だったのか。
Along with those strange words spoken as though singing an improvised folk song, the witch threw the sweet into the air. Maria was closing her eyes and remembering, just as the witch had told her to, what shape had that crushed candy really had. Therefore, only Rosa saw that scene. The sweet that had been thrown into the air burst into a gold color. No, that wasn't it. Those were golden butterflies. They scattered into several golden butterflies that began to gather at the witch's hand, which was held up to the sky. What an amazing face. And as she did this, unbelievably, it returned to its beautiful original form, no different from when it had been bought. Only Rosa and the witch witnessed that scene. Unable to comprehend what was occurring right before her eyes, Rosa stood with her mouth hanging open, completely forgetting to shut it.
もう目を開けてよいぞ。受け取るがよい。これでそなたの歌詞も元通りだ。
I just love Rosa's fucking just absolutely shocked face. Just.
ベアトリーチャはいつもすごいすごい。
God, that cracks me up. There was a stark contrast between Rosa's shock and Maria's innocent joy. Was that what the witch was laughing at? Probably. A smile floated to Beatrice's face, one different from the smile she'd shown Maria.
わらわの顔が何かに似ているというのか。そうまじまじと見られては穴も開こうぞ。ごめんなさい。
Those words triggered something very clearly in Rosa's mind. Rosa knew this face. She knew it from the portrait of the witch. But no, wait. Could this mystery woman really be?
マリア、この歌詞の代わりにそなたにはこれを与えよう。
That's a letter. Yep.
おお、手紙？
The witch pulled a western envelope from her pocket and gave it to Maria. However, when Maria made to open it, the witch stopped her.
ならぬ。それを開けるときはすぐに訪れるの。それまで決して開けてはならぬ。大事に持っているがよい。そなたを黄金鏡へいざなう招待状となろう。
黄金鏡、やっと連れてってくれるんだね。
大事にしまっておくのだぞ。誰にも見せてはならぬ。
守る。魔女との約束は絶対に守る。
そして
And
これはそ
this
なたへだ。
is for you. It's just like a photocopied image of her fucking middle finger. It's just like, and this is for you. Go fuck yourself.
私
No, and this is for you. It's one of those fucking steaks and just fucking flies out and fucking smokes her. She probably hadn't imagined the witch would speak to her, too. Rosa was bewildered by the second Western envelope, which was thrust before her. Oh. We get 2 letters at once. She'd seen this type of envelope before. There could be no mistake. It was one of Kinzo's special envelopes, used when he wrote with his own hand. And bearing the Ushirome family credit. Yeah, now the same thing's gonna happen. That happened to Maria in the last episode. Fucking Rosa's gonna come in and be like, Beatrice gave me this letter, and everyone's gonna be like, okay, but like, where'd you really get that letter from? Don't fuck with us. Where'd you get that letter from? It's got Kinzo's seal on it. Where'd you get that? Where'd you actually get that letter from? She's like, no, in the garden, there was Beatrice. I promise. It's like, yeah, whatever, you crazy bitch. Where'd you get the letter? It was sealed with red sealing wax. And furthermore, it had a mark that seemed to have been made by the head's ring. In other words, even without asking what was inside this letter, Rosa knew that this woman, whom Maria called Beatrice, was trusted enough to be placed in charge of a personal letter of the current Ushirome head.
4兄弟の誰でもよかった。だが、ここでそなたと出会ったということは、金蔵のルーレットがそなたを選んだということなのだ。
That's not a good thing, as far as I'm
ならば
aware.
受け取るがよい。そしてその中身を全兄弟の揃う晩餐の席上で読み上げよ。
Ursula looked back and forth several times between the witch's face and the envelope that had been handed to her. Today was the family conference, and the biggest object of discussion would be the inheritance problem. So she had joined together with Eva and Rudolph, and they planned to force a certain condition on Kraus to try and extort several 100 million yen in cash out of him. It was as if the witch could see through all of that. What does she intend to announce when all of his siblings are gathered? And with a personal envelope that no one but the Ushirome head can use.
Maria, 天気が崩れるぞ。ゲストハウスへ戻り、昼を待つがよい。それではローザ、後ほど会おう。その席で改めて名乗らせてもらおうぞ。
The witch turned her back to her, laughing. Then she began to head towards the mansion with an air of composure. Maria energetically called out and watched her go, then began to dash towards the guest house, leaving Rosa behind. As though she wanted to inform the other cousins of her fortunate meeting with the witch as soon as she could. At last, Rosa was left alone in the rose garden as the winds grew stronger, unable to do anything but pray that what had happened was just a daydream. Yeah? Yeah? Uh-huh. Sure. When the witch reached the entrance hall, Genji could be seen there. Genji welcomed the guest approaching from the entrance hall with a respectful bow.
お待ちいたしておりました。ベアトリーチェ様。
久しぶりだな、源氏。
Damn, she's just fucking walking around, huh? I was expecting she was gonna like walk up to the mansion, then disappear into particles and whatnot as she usually fades in and out. But now she's just gonna wander around, just like, hey, introduce herself to all the servants, like, hey, what's bopping, Genji? How you doing? What's up, my guy? They fucking dapping each other up and shit, just like, hey, how you doing? Hey, my G, how you doing?
どれほどに追いようとも、家具は家具らしく、最後まで。
あれの妻がお前に嫉妬したことも懐かしい。金蔵は元気か？
大変お元気にございます。
The witch probably laughed because she knew Kinzo's own doctor had announced that Kinzo didn't have long to live. However, if anyone actually looked at Kinzo and noticed his vigor, which wasn't at all what you'd expect from someone nearing the end of his life, they might easily call that doing extremely well. Maybe that's what the witch was laughing at.
挨拶に行こうではないか。30年ぶりに互いに呪いの言葉を吐き合うもよかろう。
Oh, okay. As the witch grinned, she started walking, leaving Genji behind. Her gait was like that of a family member who knew the inside of the mansion well. Genji followed her in the manner of one who served her. Okay, interesting. At that time, Kirie came out of the parlor. She'd probably gone out to fix her makeup or something. And when she saw Genji following a witch, she was surprised, although her expression did not change. A guest for Kinzo had arrived, despite him being almost dead, on the day of the family conference when the fate of the inheritance was to be decided. And furthermore, this person was familiar enough with the Ushiromiya household that Genji was following behind her. Kirie immediately realized this person she had never met before was deeply important. Kirie and the witch's eyes met. Realizing that it would be rude to pretend not to notice, she greeted the witch.
はじめまして。ルドルフの5歳だったか。
さようでござい。ルドルフ様の今の奥方様であられます。キリエ様でございます。
From this exchange, Kirie realized that this was a guest of fairly high rank, even amidst the Ushiromiya family. And the fact that this was a guest on that level, coupled with her resemblance to the portrait in the entrance hall, made Kirie's eyes instantly open wide. It's one of those moments in like cartoons where they're like looking back and forth like huh. Oh. The portrait shifted? Interessante. Yeah, no, her eyes look open wide.
はじめまして。キリエと申します。初対面でしょうか。もし以前に挨拶をしていたなら、名前を忘れてしまって申し訳ございません。うすうすは想像がついているくせに、わらわにあえて名乗らそうというのか。
Kirie thought she'd given a sociable and humble greeting. Her expression grew slightly cloudy at that openly oppressive response. At any rate, this didn't seem to be a person she could grow to like. But if Kirie's guesses were correct, this witch probably held a vital key to what her own husband was most interested in: hot dog sandwich. Something that couldn't help but influence tonight's family conference. I'm telling you, hot dog sandwich. So without shooting back a retort, Kirie silently watched her go up the stairs to the second floor, with Genji following behind. See, Beatrice, she's on neither side of the hot dog sandwich debate, because you know what? Using the power of magic, she can make a hot dog a sandwich. Alright? No questions. She'll just do it. She's like, boom, see this hot dog? No matter what side you fall on it, boom. Using the power of magic, it is a sandwich. What are you gonna do about it? So when someone tapped her shoulder from behind, she was so surprised she almost choked. It was Nazi.
キリエさん、このようなところに立ち尽くして、いかがなさいましたか？ごめんなさい。ちょっと魔女の肖像画に見とれていただけです。黄金の魔女、ベアトリーチェですか。今日の後宮家の復興は、彼女が授けた黄金がなければ成し遂げられなかった。
Is Nazi gonna make a big deal out of it? She's like, oh, you mean the witch? The watches over the gold, huh? You interested in the gold? You trying to get the gold, huh? Trying to fuck us over?
お父様らしい幻想的なお話ですね。
Nazi spoke in a perfectly ordinary way. It was the sort of comment you'd expect from someone convinced that the thought of a witch existing was ridiculous, no more than another of Kinzo's ramblings. However, for some reason, that point of view didn't seem quite right to Kirie now. I wonder why. Just a moment ago, she herself had seen the Golden Witch come in from the entrance hall and climb up the stairs. But if she told everyone, she'd feel like a goddamn psychopath. But at least now, when Rosa comes in, she's like, I got this letter from Beatrice. Kirie's gonna be like, yeah, no, I saw her too. So Natsu's words made it feel as though someone was trying to deny the existence of that person, or else make it seem like she was never there to begin with.
ごめんなさい。少し頭痛がする気がして、ちょっと休もうと思います。
I'm getting a bit of a headache, and Natsu's like, oh, bitch, I've been there.
あら、そうですか。なら、良い頭痛薬があります。
yeah. Oh, is that so? Well, then, girl, let me hook you up with that good shit.
用意させましょう。
Hell yeah. You know my girl Nazi got that good shit. Oh, girl, you trying to get fucked up off some meds? Bruh, Nazi the fucking plug. Let's go.